Zed's dead, baby.
white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send, 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 send.
Zed's dead, baby.
Alright, seems like everything is good. right now. Had a little bit of trouble for a second there, but we're all good, hopefully. Hopefully you guys are all doing good. I certainly am doing better than I was last weekend. And we did miss a stream. My arch enemy OBS, yes, exactly. It's an interesting program. Just gotta catch myself up, and you know, for anyone who hasn't been following the live stream too much. Okay, so we're doing the Kenny Omega thing with Black, and Nextwave just got back. Writing a book is hard, just what I needed. You're writing a book? That's cool. I mean, if you are, and I didn't read that incorrectly, tell us a little about this book. Let's see. Yeah, Kurt Angle's here. Not working for us yet. We just signed him like one stream ago. Or two. And he starts in 3 days, so he'll be here for the next Impact. And I really need to, or should have storylines on, but I don't want to change the product now because we're doing so well with this one. And okay. So, building up to Bound for Glory. Kurt Angle is, hello, I don't know how to say that, Chase? Chas? I think it's Chase? Or, yeah, Chase the King? Can't really, am I saying that correctly? If not, please correct me. But yeah, we're building the Bound for Glory. The plans right now are to have Jeff Hardy drop the belt to Kurt Angle at Bound for Glory. He's had it since April, so that gives him a good title reign. Other than that, yeah, the first Chase. Alright. Let's see. It seems like we don't have nearly as much lag today. A psychotic vigilante story set in an alternate timeline USA. I don't have issues. Thanks for paying my boy Walter for the Academy. No problem. I think he was one of the better ones. Don't do a Victory Road. I already we did Victory Road last stream. We're past Victory Road, so it's a little late. And actually, last stream, just to show you guys how, you know, definitely not good at this whole YouTube thing. With the live stream, I was one of the first times I was trying to do a live event instead of just stream now, so I didn't realize that I had to. Oh crap. Okay, so I don't know how good it is. I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. The stream kind of... if you can hear what I'm saying right now, the stream basically dies when I sim, so sorry about that. But what I was saying, last time with the live events, oh yeah, we gotta release Harry Smith, but I don't want to pay him out, because we tried to bring him up, but he did not do very well at all. Yeah, so the stream basically dies whenever I sim, because, you know, it's taking up a lot of CPU, all that good stuff. But what does Relic want? Oh, never mind. And yeah, he can get that. Amazing Red is freaking amazing in this. yeah, that actually, TNA has an amazing profit, because, you know, this time last year, or I guess we were at like 5.5 mil, and now we're at 8.5. I mean, granted, Kurt Angle is currently on a $60,000 a month contract, so that's probably going to dig into our profits a little bit to sign Pete Dunne. He, don't know if he's in this mod, or yet. I know that in the 2005 mod, he's in at, like, he's in at 12 years old, but, this is a 2003 mod that I spent, way too long on. I kind of want to bring P.D. Williams in, but we wouldn't use him. I didn't realize that psychopath means hardcore. I thought it meant biting and scratching, my bad. I mean, technically it does, I guess, but, you know, I guess you could be a psychopath without, needing to have good hardcore. But like I was saying earlier, before I got sidetracked by so many things, dang, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was trying to do a live event instead of a stream now, so that people would know, you know, when I was streaming. So, well, as soon as I tried to do that, of course, it screwed up a little bit. We have CM Punk. We're good. As soon as I tried to do that, you know, I finished the stream. It was all great. The stream was like 2 hours, but then for 6 hours, I didn't know that you were supposed to go on the, like, stream dashboard and also click end stream instead of just on OBS. So it said, like, the stream had gone on for 8 hours, and it was just like 6 hours of black, and it would have taken literally forever to upload, and I wouldn't have been able. It was a whole mess. Kevin Owens, he's in our developmental. I'll give you guys a look at the roster for all the new people, because it seems like most of you are new. We recently got a women's division where, you know, we're actually ahead of the curve as far as TNA goes, because they didn't get one until like 2011 or something. But we got Mickey James, we got Amazing Kong, we got Austin Creed, Brody Lee, Byron Wilcott, Candice LeRae, Davey Richards, Drew Hankinson, Eddie Edwards, Harry Smith, Jeff Jarrett, who is a trainer. Hey Jack, how you doing? I'd sign Rosemary just because she got fucked over in real life. Yep. That's what I did. She became my top female wrestler somehow. Is she in this mod? I don't know. I'll check in a minute. John Moxley, Carl Anderson, Kevin Steen, Leva Bates, Mark Capani, Matt Jackson, Michael Ogden, Nick Jackson, Nick Nemeth, Nigel McGuinness, Pat Buck, who, he's a former tag team champion for us, but, yeah, I don't know. I didn't have space for him after he and Ryback broke up for their tag team. It was a whole thing. P.D. Williams, Rebecca Knox, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, Thorif Marius, who I still need to give a picture, because that is, what's his name? Luke Harper, I think. Tyler Black is on the main roster. And we got Zack Ryder, Tommaso Ciampa. Zack Ryder was on the main roster for a while. I just lost his spot. Yeah, we got, on the main roster, we got Kenny Omega and Tyler Black. They just got called up. And I'm just going to go through this one quickly, because naming all this would take kind of forever. So hopefully you can see everyone. Once we start booking, you'll basically get a better, you know, overview of what the roster is looking like, obviously. Take a look at the titles. We got Nora for Knockouts, Shinsuke for Television, Hardy's obviously the World Heavyweight, the Team 3D or the Tag Team, and Prince Devitt is the X Division. He just beat Samoa Joe for it. Nextwave, they actually just recently, this is Thorif Marius' Rowan. Oh yeah, sorry, I got Luke Harper and Rowan mixed up for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, Nextwave, so they started in June 2003, they were very successful, and then Team 3D came, and they couldn't win the tag team titles anymore, and they broke up in February. No Sammy? No, we have Sammy. He is on the main roster. He's El Generico. They broke up, and they just recently got back together last show. So they are now going to be teaming together once again and that's basically why it's called Nextwave Reborn. We got Pack Gun, which is obviously Neville and Billy Gunn. They're a really good tag team, actually. Our whole tag division is amazing, to be completely honest. It's mainly these three teams that carry everyone else. I mean, the Colognes are really good too, but it's mainly these three guys, and they completely carry the tag team division, especially Team 3D. If you take a look at our top 100, I love seeing what we can do in different in those TEW mods set in 06. I think I created a Proto Shield once just for the kicks. It was funny as hell not allowing WWE to have them. Yeah. I mean, this was set in 2003, and I just advanced for a super long time. Like I don't think if we go back far enough you can find it. There's a 2004 show on here. Yeah, I think the latest one is a 2004 show. But as far as matches go, our top 4 matches all include Team 3D, and our top 2 include Team 3D and Nextwave. So you can definitely see why I want to try and bring them back, because everyone's just gotten better from that point. So I think Team 3D versus what's it called? Team 3D versus Nextwave and Pack Gun, which is what I'm going to be doing at Bound for Glory, will be the best match we put on all year. Unless Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy does better, but I don't know. For some reason, Sacrifice always does really good. Or sorry, no, Victory Road. Because Victory Road was the first 10,000 I did, and it recently got 11,000. Are you pushing AJ? Currently, no. I want to. He just doesn't fit in the spot. Like, he was the first ever television champion. Am I going to get Rusev? If he's in this mod, yes. He was the first television champion. He hasn't won the World Heavyweight title yet. I was planning on him taking it off Kurt Angle, because Angle's coming in as a heel, so you can beat Jeff Hardy. And the World's Greatest Tag Team are going to back it up. Or Kenny. I have Kenny. Let's see. And yeah, he was X Division champion for a little bit. He's 5-time X Division champion. But no, I have not pushed him, what he deserves yet. Bury Vince Russo on TV or do a screw job on him. Unfortunately, I already did that. I fired him like a week after I started the save because I hate Vince Russo, like everyone should. So unfortunately, you were not here for that. I mean, no one was other than myself. And also, we're about to sign Bobby Roode. Hopefully, he signs before we start booking. One time in hopefully the simming doesn't kill the stream too bad, but in a WCW save I wanted Vince Russo out so bad that I made him a wrestler, because his contract was too much. I made him a wrestler, and I was trying Drew Galloway, do you mean? Because I don't think he's debuted yet. I think Drew Galloway, he probably has not, yeah, he probably has not debuted yet. Okay, Kurt Angle joined TNA, and Harry Smith is still complaining. I'll probably fire him, because he's not, we tried, we were like, oh, maybe he's good, but we tried him out, and he wasn't good at all. He was actually the worst in the match, and he's the only one yelling, so if that's the only upside he has, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and release him. Oh, never mind, that's why I didn't want to release him. It's not because of his contract, it's because, TJ Wilson. If he quits, that'll probably be the best. So cool, we got Kurt Angle. I'll check Drew Galloway real quick. Oh no, he is totally. I'll sign him to a developmental deal. Bring back Russo and jab him in a match. Let's see. Yeah, his only job right now is with Wildside. I think Galloway debuted in 2001. Really? Interesting. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and get to Explosion. Okay, hold on. It's lagging a little bit. So dealing. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get that lag to go away. I'll sim up to explosion so we don't have to go through that again. So I think Sean Spears, Ty Dillinger would have debuted at this point if you want to pick him up. I'll look at him. Jim Cornette versus Russo. I think I've done something with that. If I'm remembering correctly. I did something with Jimmy Hart and Roddy Piper for some reason. Jimmy Hart was like the NWA guy, and Roddy Piper was the guy who was trying to keep TNA and NWA. It was a whole thing. It didn't last very long, because Roddy Piper, who, by the way, Roddy Piper is our general manager slash second color commentator. He is quite good. He and are you not getting lag, Chase? Is that why you said no, or what does no mean? Obviously I know what it means, but what do you mean by that? Because I'm getting some pretty bad lag on my end, and that's just because of all the simming that we're doing. And it's normally not this bad, but for some reason it is being a little bit annoying right now. I do not have Roddy Strong. Jimmy wouldn't do a hardcore match anyway. Alright. Okay. Hopefully we're fine. By the way, sorry about any lag that's happening. Seems like we're good. By the way, Sting is, weirdly enough, The Miz's protege, or what's it called? The Miz is, strangely enough, The Miz's protege. Well, I just said The Miz is The Miz's protege. The Miz is Sting's protege. I was expecting it to be like someone else, like someone super technical, but no, it's The Miz. But at least he's getting microphone work. Morrison and The Miz? That would be cool. I don't have Morrison. What I don't get... Oh wow, it is 2 wrestling industry, so that explains a lot. What I don't get is why Asuka is considered a very negative influence, and why Matt Sydal is considered a negative influence. And Pac, why are they considered negative influences? It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it's not like really affecting our rating or anything, but like, it would be cool for that not to be a thing, because I really don't like that. First off, I gotta check to see that I actually already have brought back Nextwave as a team. Yeah, okay. They returned, so we can have some people job out to them. On Explosion, it's fine. No one watches Explosion. Well, I guess there are like 1,000 people coming to the show, but still. Look at their behavior. What do you mean? Yeah, the Motor Sim machine guns can job out. Never mind, I don't wanna risk hurting Alex Shelley. No, never mind. I was gonna say I don't want to risk hurting Alex Shelley anymore, but we really don't have any other tag teams that can do that. I did have The Miz in a tag team with, what's his name, Joey Matthews for a while, but I didn't have to let Joey Matthews go, but his contract ran out. I didn't entirely want to give him a new one, because he wasn't doing anything. He and The Miz were just losing most of the time, so that's fun. Screw the game. Asuka isn't awesome. Not cruising on her, I swear. Asuka and Matt Sydal will tell you why they are. Oh, Okay. Or they feel they are better than everyone. Oh yeah. Egotistical, ruthless, antisocial, mercenary, bold, driven. So, and she really doesn't like Beth Phoenix for some reason. I don't know when that happened. I feel like that doesn't... Maybe that was before... Because I know that she left wrestling and came back, so maybe she left wrestling and got, you know, better at being a human. Who knows? We'll see what Matt Seidel's deal is. Because at least he's not a very negative... Okay, so he's just egotistical, ruthless, flaky, and bold. And he doesn't like Bruce Pritchard, which is our user character. There's actually a lot of people who don't like Bruce Pritchard. Yeah, lots of them. PJ Polacco, I fired him like 3 times in the beginning of this save. Because I hired him, and then I realized, hey, I don't need him, and I fired him, and then 4 months later I hired him again, and then I fired him again, and then like a year later I hired him again, and immediately almost fired him again. It was an interesting situation. Loki doesn't like me because I fired him before. Eddie Cologne, actually I think I fired him twice. Eddie Cologne doesn't like me because Eddie Cologne's a little shit. Pac doesn't like me, and Kip James don't like me because of how I deal with Pac. And Kip James is kind of an asshole. But other than that, and I don't know why Matt Cross and Matt Seidel don't like me, but Joey Matthews doesn't like me, obviously, because I fired him. And I think I fired some of his buddies, so that's always good. Virgil, Danielson, and Kano were the only wrestlers I watched any matches of that got me into indies. I mean, that's a pretty good way to get into indies. Okay, let's see. Actually, what is the storyline we're going with them? He doesn't need him to win. Oh yeah, they're in a feud now, and they're gonna face off at Bound for Glory in the first match, probably. So we'll just have Tyler win against some random El Generico. I really hate jobbing out El Generico, but he's such a silly character that I can't, at least not with how the company roster situation is right now. I really can't push him, especially not to the top. Kind of deserves it though. I'll give him an X Division reign eventually. It's just a matter of time, and we have such a talented roster you guys don't even know. That's one of the really good things about... actually, it's kind of a double-edged sword. Because I've had to fire so many talented people that I would love to have used, and our roster is just huge because I obviously don't like firing people. But it's interesting. And we'll have him, attack El Generico afterwards, just because Style of Black and he don't give 2 craps about you. Hold on. What? Oh yeah, I normally just do an angle to start off the show with, is Roman in the game, or Roman definitely hasn't debuted yet. Carl Anderson is in our developmental. Tamatonga and Tangaloa and Bad Luck Fale are... I don't know if they're in. Bad Luck Fale probably is. But I already did a Nexus storyline. That's why Wade Barrett was a... Have you been watching the Mae Young Classic? I have not yet. I haven't watched any WWE in a long time. I didn't watch SummerSlam. I haven't watched basically anything. Broken Sammy Sebi, maybe. That's a possibility. Yeah, I haven't watched the Mae Young Classic yet. I've heard a lot of, I heard that it's not as good as the others, but that's kind of, expected because some of the girls that are in it I've honestly never heard of before in my life, and one of the girls I've heard of, but she's not very good, so I don't know why they signed her. But other than that, I have not seen it. I wanna see what Piper Nevin's all about, because I've seen a couple of her matches. The main one being the World of Sport match she had, and I thought she was really good in that. So who knows? I'll probably check it out this weekend at some point. Oh yeah, just Impact intro. Because Roddy Piper used to have like an 82 microphone, but now he has a 9. Oh, it went down. He had 100 for a while. Yeah, Roddy, or no. Explosion intro. There we go. But since I've had this announced team for so long, they have like amazing chemistry, which really helps the matches. The Mae Young Classic is worth watching. That's good. I mean, I'm sure it is, but I heard that there's been some questionable at best booking decisions. I don't know. Is that the case? Like, I've heard that some people should have really gone over and they didn't. I'm surprised B. Priestley wasn't there. Yeah, me too. I feel like she should have been. B. Priestley, didn't Kaylee Ray lose in the first round? That's something that kind of pissed me off when I heard it. Let's go ahead and put Chris Harris in a match. He has major positive, even though I'm probably going to fire him after this feud he has with James Storm, because they just broke up. It's a whole thing. We'll have him beat someone. You know what? No. And I'm not even, I was gonna do a, what's it called? Eye candy match for the woman, but I feel like Asuka can handle it. Viper should have not gone through. Do you not like Viper? B. Priestley and Nixon. Princessa, I don't even know how to say her name, was a great match. I feel like they hype up. Nixon Newell's injured. Oh. I feel like they hype up masked wrestlers too much in WWE, especially in the tournaments. Like, Grand Metalik should not have made it to the finals of the Cruiserweight class. Granted, neither should have T.J. Perkins. I mean, he was good, and I could see him in the semis, but obviously Kota versus Zack was the match everyone wanted. I really, like, I think there were a lot more talented people for them to go with. Viper is incredible, but considering she was facing Santana Garrett, I don't think she should have advanced. Yeah, Santana Garrett's, you know, better than Viper, but I don't think she... I think WWE, like, even their... Wait. No, I feel the only reason why Viper went through is because of diversities. I guess, I mean, I don't really care, because she's good. Like, if she was an awful wrestler and just, you know, like, bigger, like, I wouldn't care, but I would, you know, be a little bit ticked off, but she's a good wrestler, for the most part. Someone else who I think should have been in it was, what's her name? Oh no, I was thinking of, it's a shame Io Shirai didn't clear medical, she's great. And then Niall's hot. Thank you, Rybolt. Yeah. Io will be signed next year. I would hope so. I want to see Io Shirai versus Kana in a WWE ring. Or Asuka, I guess. It's like people such as Bianca Belair, Lacey Evans go through was questionable. I understand you want some NXT stars. Hold on. To advance, but it's stupid to have Kaylee Ray and Mary Dobson have to go out and say, that's true. Both of them should have made it at least to the third round. What are we doing next? I guess just Asuka being Asuka, you know. Asuka. It's Explosion, so no one cares. So we'll just name this one Asuka as a dick backstage. And she really doesn't have anything, so I guess sex appeal, even though it's not very high. Which makes sense, I guess. One person I did like and I was impressed with, at least from what I've heard and from what I've seen, you know, from the short clips that I've seen, was that MMA, that girl from MMA who came over, and she was kind of like a Brock Lesnar type, which I think obviously should, you know, that's what she should be, because it makes sense. But yeah, I think that people are hyping up the MMA Four Horsemen woman versus the WWE Four Horsewoman too much. I don't think it's gonna happen, and another, I don't think it would be very good if it did. I mean, it'll be good storytelling wise, but the matches, obviously, they're gonna be like, I guess they could protect him, who knows. Yeah, Shayna Baszler, that's it. Asuka is Goldberg, and somehow that became a good thing. I thought she should have lost to Athena. I thought that was dumb how she didn't lose to Athena. I mean, I know you want to protect her, but you can still have her lose while protecting her. It's not hard. It's really not hard at all. You just turn Athena heel, which they should have done. I think Athena, because Athena is, wait, is that what she's called in WWE? Or am I saying her indie name? It's Ember Moon. That's, yeah, I'm calling her by her indie name because I used to watch a lot of her stuff because she's in a, she used to work a lot in a promotion near where I live. So, yeah, I followed her a lot. Her and her fiance actually have some really good matches together. Matthew Palmer, you guys should look him up. And yeah, Athena, really good. She works better as a heel, in my opinion. Like, I really like her as a face, but as a heel, she's like such a badass, and I think that really fits her a lot better than just. We'll do a Nextwave interview. I think Ember Moon's injury just collapsed all her momentum, so I don't think an Ember victory would have gone too well with the crowd. Maybe not, but you could have built it a little bit more. Like, you could have, I don't want to say have her beat Asuka, because then the streak goes away, and that takes away, you know, a lot of the power she has, or drawing power she has. So, I don't know what you would do exactly, but I could figure it out better than what they did. Let's see, TJ and Matt with, not Matt Cross. I need a backstage interviewer. I had one and I fired her like immediately because I was like, I'm never gonna use this. Yeah, Bayley was ruined. Bayley, and she can't, like, she could have been so good. We'll just have Roddy do it. Who cares? She could have been good. And then it's like, nah, dude. No one cares about this Bayley chick. No one cares if she wins or loses. Wins and losses don't matter in wrestling. Except they totally do, because that's how pushes work. Just because records don't matter too much doesn't mean wins and losses don't. Nextwave interview. They booed Bayley. I didn't think that was possible. Yes, that's like booing Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan. That's true. I don't think they were booing Bayley per se. I think they were booing what they're doing with Bayley. Like, I think they were directly booing creative. Alright, let's run this show. Quick and easy. It is because of stupid thing. Good heat and decent reaction from the crowd. Nextwave defeated Motor City Machine Guns in 1307. TJ Wilson defeated Alex Shelley with a rolling stampede. Alex Shelley only got a 44. Chris Sabin only got a 57, which your life segment was the worst segment on Raw in many, many years. You are right. Chris Sabin's improving Rumble. I feel like Chris Sabin's going to be a much bigger star than Alex Shelley, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because I feel like Alex Shelley. I guess that is pretty accurate though, because Alex Shelley didn't do much. He did that stuff with Kevin Nash in TNA, which was really awesome. I love that. But 69 overall on this Nextwave interview. And 55 here, so Tyler Black Tyler Black still got 55, and we just called him up like 2 weeks ago, so that's pretty good. Thought on Braun Strowman. I think he's awesome. I just hope that they don't ruin him. I feel like he needs to take the title off Brock. Maybe not immediately, but soon, because if he doesn't, yeah, there's not much else you can do with him. Like, you can't have a character like that lose, clean so many times. Should he be face? Of WWE? No. No. I don't think that. I don't think he works, like, as a, face of WWE. Like, whenever I think of face of, I think like a John Cena character who's kid-friendly, sells a bunch of merchandise. Or maybe even like Shawn Michaels, like, not like monster characters, but these guys who are very skillful. At least John Cena's skillful now, and he was never a bad wrestler, but he's a lot better now than he was 10 years ago, that's for sure. Yeah, I guess 2007 John Cena is not as good as 2017 John Cena, and people just like 2017 John Cena more. Well, actually, when did the John Cena hate train really start? Gary's fully fit, that's good. Probably shouldn't have had him wrestling on the last day of his injury, but we're good. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, don't know if you heard it, so I'm gonna go ahead and repeat. I think Braun Strowman is great. I think he can be used as a Brock Lesnar type character. I think he is a monster, and they should use him like that, and he can be faced when he's facing Roman Reigns, and I think they should have turned him whenever he tried to frickin' murder him. But they didn't, so that's fine. I also thought the shoot promo, quotation marks shoot promo that John Cena Roman Reigns did, I didn't like that. I thought it was cool, but at the same time, it's like, hey, look at us, we're so edgy and cool. Oh, we're so, look, we're making insider terms, but we're still gonna push this guy because he sucks, and we know he sucks, and we know you know he sucks, but we're still gonna do it, and John Cena's gonna acknowledge it, and all you guys are gonna love it. We're at the point when you can like John Cena again, praise Roman Reigns, who's not that bad in the ring, actually just boring himself. No, Roman's, okay, at one point was not great in the ring, like in his Shield days, and sometimes you gotta remind people that everyone loved Roman in the Shield because everyone loved the Shield. But yeah, CM Punk pipe bomb, it was not. Yeah, I hated, like, people were calling it the new pipe bomb. It wasn't even as good as the old pipe bomb. It wasn't nearly as good as the old pipe bomb. It wasn't real. It was scripted, and you can tell it was. The only good part was whenever John Cena called him out for not being able to cut a promo. He has no layer to his character. No, it's just guy you're supposed to cheer for. That's his character. It's dumb how immediately when I start simming, the live stream goes offline. I don't know why it does that. Say whatever you want about CM Punk, but it's super satisfying watching him put everyone on blast. I love CM Punk. I think he's a bit of a dick, but, some of the best wrestlers in the world are a bit of a dick. Speaking of best wrestlers in the world, Kurt Angle, who is currently on our roster, was voted the best technical wrestler in the world. And we only have 2 impacts to build up to this Jeff Hardy versus Kurt Angle show. Main event, I guess. At least Cena, he has layer, even though you're very little you see him evolve as a character. Reigns just holding onto the shield. Also, why does he get to wear Kevlar? Bulletproof vest. Doesn't make any sense at all. That's like Kevin Owens coming in with a freaking, full body armor I don't understand body armor in wrestling. It really does not make any sense. And then whenever they sell body shots, it's like you are literally wearing something that would stop a bullet. That does not hurt as bad as you make it seem. And obviously it doesn't because it's wrestling, but still. Okay. So Jeff Hardy is going to say something like, what are his defenses looking like? Yeah, he's defeated every challenger so far. And, oh wow, I forgot I give Pat Buck a shot at the World Heavyweight title. Jesus Christ, this series was a bit of a mess before you guys got here. Let's see. Yeah, I think just going with like I've defeated every challenger who's come to challenge me, so I'm looking for something new. Anyone who wants to take me on at Bound for Glory, come out. Well, I guess that's kind of weird, because then it's like, he could be expecting anyone, but... Oh, no. We could have Roddy Piper say something like, Jeff Hardy, you've been asking me your challenge for weeks now, so I've gotten you a challenge. The man you'll be facing at Bound for Glory. Like, that was a bad rendition of Kurt Angle's song. Man who should be the face of the company. What do you mean? I don't like Reigns since he's like an ex-boyfriend clinging on to his plastic relationship, aka theme music and look. Very true. Rollins and Ambrose have evolved tremendously. Reigns is just the same. Yes, rest in peace Roddy Piper, but he's still alive in our hearts and in this save, which is why, you know, we gotta use him. He has almost a higher color now as Don West. That's crazy. Yeah, excellent experience. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Something with that rendition where Jeff Hardy's like, I want to challenge. I've beaten everyone who's come, or everyone who's faced me. At this point, no one in this company can beat me or will beat me. So Roddy, you get me a challenge for Bound for Glory. And something like that. I don't know. Imagine R-rated Dean. Oh my lord. You don't really have to. Just look up his CZW stuff. It's basically the same. He just stabs people with forks. Carlito went to Wrestling's Court, and he's improved his behavior. That's good. Babyface to The Miz, which is kind of weird because he'll probably never work as a babyface in this company. 5,000 people are gonna come to this show, so that's cool. Interesting little statistic. Alright, no, Reigns really is becoming more hateful to the fans on the mic. That's true. He is not, Roman Reigns is not a babyface. The person they write scripts for, or the person WWE scripts, or like writes, is a babyface, but Roman Reigns is not that guy. Still think that therapy segment with Dean was funny. I don't, what do you mean? I don't remember that. Granted, I haven't been watching WWE, like, consistently for like a year. I'm all about TNA right now, or GFW, because that's actually, they're putting on some good shows, if I'm not gonna lie. Eli Drake as champion is really doing pretty well, but I mean, it's only been like a week, so there's a long way to go, but still. And I think Taryn Terrell is dumb, but who cares? Is The Miz going to become an all-time heels list? Yes. I think he already is. Like, especially now. Like, at first he was annoying and everyone hated him, and now he's, like, he's self-centered and everyone hates him. Like, I guess he was annoying and self-centered, but it was more so like an annoying prankster type character, and now he's like an annoying movie star prick, and everyone hates him. I mean, I love The Miz, and I think he's great, but there's not a lot of fans who share my sympathy. And it's good that he's not like amazing in the ring. He's not bad. He can put on a good match, but it's good that he's not like really really good, because that makes him even more, you know, just like dislikable. All right, so we'll make this 10 minutes long because this is pretty important. Jeff Hardy, Roddy Piper, Kurt Angle. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. What's it called? Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, and then Kurt, obviously. Is Dolph gone from the company like Cody? Yeah, I think he is after this. Can they drop Ellsworth already? That's true. I want Dolph in Ring of Honor. I want him GFW. I don't think they'll let him for a long time though. I think he'll probably have a very long... Ooh, actually, I just realized that Jack Swagger's probably going to be in GFW soon. I guess he's not. No, he's probably not until like after October, just because they already taped up to Bound for Glory. So I guess it's not that soon, but still. Interesting things. I think he can be good in GFW. I think Ellsworth is doing a fine job. I don't care for him. Then again, I don't care for WWE in general at this current moment, so why'd I put Carlito in there? And Charlie. Okay, so basically, Jeff Hardy calls out Piper to get him a challenger. Piper tells him he already has Outcomes team, what's called, World's Greatest Tag Team. Jeff, dang it. Okay. Dang it. For a challenger. Okay. Adam Cole in NXT. I don't watch NXT, but I love Adam Cole, so only good things, I guess. And I think Kyle O'Reilly and what's his name? Bobby Fish are both really good, so good stuff. Then Kurt. There we go. So basically, you know, to give a little, like Brain, I'm sorry to say Finn also. What do you mean? I'll explain this better whenever it actually comes up, whenever we run the show. Alright. Let's see. Tyler Black. You know what? We'll have Kenny be in a match with someone. I guess we'll go AJ. They'll get a really good match together. Not really good. It's gonna be like a 60 something maybe. No, it's probably gonna be a 60, but it'll be alright. Tainted. I also need to turn AJ face. Outside interference. Interference. Tyler Black. Finn need to have a new moveset with the demon really badly. Beer Money. Love Beer Money. I love James Storm in general. I think James Storm is one of the most... I want to say underrated, but I think they're really good. Do I have Beer Money? I don't. Bobby Roode's not with us. Actually, he's in developmental. And he's not all that great. Actually, let's check out Bobby Roode. Oh, dang it. Okay, we'll check out Bobby Roode eventually. We can bring in Beer Money. I mean, he's a little late because Bobby Roode was there in like 2004, or whenever Team Canada was a thing. So he's going to be a little late, but he's going to come in, and then him and James Storm will be beer money. So we're good. But right now, in other news, El Patron and Paige became Ken and Kanye wrestling business. Makes me sad. I like Paige's thoughts. I think that they are not healthy for each other at all. I mean, if you, like, just, it's a mess. It's really a mess. And I don't want to, yeah, I feel Paige did this to herself. Well, I mean, yeah, she did. Like, she did everything to herself for the most part. It's not anyone else's fault that she's such a controversial figure. Like, she's just young and pretty freaking dumb. She should not have gone out with him. I mean, especially because he was still married. Like, I don't even know if he's divorced yet. I honestly do not know if he is divorced yet, which is a very concerning thing because he is engaged to Paige. So I don't understand their relationship at all. But I'm glad he got suspended from GFW. I don't like him. And I hope when he comes back he doesn't immediately win the title. And I'm really hoping that Matt Sydal wins the title. Because I think that's where I think they're trying to turn Matt Sydal into an AJ Styles type character. I mean, not like his actual character, but like that kind of underdog, but like super fucking good in the ring, so he's not actually an underdog kind of character. The only reason she's still with WWE is the movie. I think she's gonna... I mean, and because she's injured. If she hadn't been injured, she would have been fired already. Because, you know, if they fire her now while she's still recovering from an injury, they would not have, you know, that would not look good. You never fire someone who is injured and was injured under your watch. Okay. Let's go ahead and get, hold on. James Storm and what's his name? Chris Harris are currently feuding, and they didn't have a segment last week. And they had a thing the other week with Ryback and Amazing Red, who were also breaking up. He's gonna come back as a heel. That'd be dumb. That would be really dumb. I don't want to see him as a heel. I don't want to see him as all. Like, he doesn't. I don't like his matches. They're boring to me. His finisher's dumb. I just don't like him. I'm not a fan. And his promo's not even good. So I don't give a shit about Alberto El Patron. And he always wears his Alberto Del Rio gear, which always pisses me off. Same with Chris Masters. He still wears his Chris Masters gear, and he hasn't been called Chris Masters in years. I guess his real name is Chris Mordetsky, so that kind of makes sense, but still. Sorry I'm taking so long on this. I just have to figure out where I'm at with that storyline. So, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, I already did an angle. I remember doing an angle where I said it was like Chris Harris challenged him to a match at... Maybe it was... Maybe it was here? Okay. I do not... I said... Chris Harris said... Like... He challenged him to a match at Bound for Glory, but it was like, it was a loser leaves TNA match. Oh yeah, it's right here. I'll go ahead and do a contract signing, and... Okay. There we go. James Storm is kind of a disappointment in this series. He should be better, but he's not. So we're gonna have to build him hard if we ever want to like really push him. So it's kind of disheartening, but we'll figure it out. Do you guys watch my local to global series? Cause that's actually probably my favorite series to do. I really enjoy that series now. I'd like to know your thoughts on it if you do. Because at the beginning I was kind of bored with it, but now after I started this tournament, I really enjoyed it. And I think Moose getting injured was kind of dumb, and it kind of screwed up my plans a lot, but at the same time, it's probably for the best. Like, it's going to build more storylines than it breaks. So, that's always a good thing. Although it is very hard to do it, local global on the Who 87s mod. I didn't know Fleisch was a thing until like 2 weeks ago. Okay, so we need... Yes, but I missed out recently catching up. Alright. So, I probably shouldn't have spoiled so much, but yeah, Moose got injured. Not with us. If it had been with us, I would have been even more pissed. Actually, no, I wouldn't have, because then we would have been able to make an even better story. That's the whole thing. Okay, so. Hold on. How am I going to build to the three-way? Okay, so. Alright. We're gonna have Nextwave versus Pack Gun. No. No, we're going to have... We'll just have Roddy Piper come out and explain everything. Basically. I mean, that's what I try to... Like, I try not to do stuff like that, but with this one it's kind of difficult. Piper says now that Nextwave have returned. Team 3D are... Oh wait. If Nextwave beat Pack Gun tonight, the tag team title. I will just do tag team match. Okay. Match it bound for... Imagine if Heel Neville was still called Pack Push Dead. I need to change his name. It's just... I don't know how. How do I change someone's name? Like... I can call him Adrian Pack. Or Pack Adrian. Pacadrian. That'll be his new name. Pacadrian Neville. Okay, so Roddy Piper explaining everything. Good job, Roddy. Matt, TJ, not Matt Cross. This is probably going to be the best match we've ever had, up until the main event, which obviously will probably be the best because it's Kurt Angle versus Jeff Hardy. But who are we gonna do? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, Bully Ray and Devon, and I guess I don't need Bully Ray and Devon in this angle. We just need Pack and Billy Gunn. And I don't know what they're good at, so I probably should by now because I've been doing this for so long, but selling, he has an 85 selling, did not know that, but he has an 80 selling and nothing else. I need these guys to get better at entertainment. But I guess that kind of goes with their, you know, action. I guess that's pretty close to real life. Alright, there we go. And that'll be our main event, because then we'll get like an 80 rating. Am I the only one who thinks Neville kind of looks like Drew Galloway? I don't know. Like Neville now? Because I don't know. I've never really thought about that. But they're kind of similar looking, but I don't think they like I wouldn't think anything of it really. Like I think there's a resemblance between like some people who look alike. I don't know. Might settle on Jeff Hardy a little bit, but I mean not really, but in those two pictures. Okay, teams. Okay, this will be like 23, and I normally never do matches over 20 minutes. Like, I probably should, because it's more realistic, but legitimately, I think the longest matches I ever book on TV are like 18 minutes, and that's when it's like a title match. Or if it's like a battle royal, then I normally go a little bit longer, but still. We'll have Matt, Billy, keep Billy strong, slow build. Where's slow build? There we go. That'll be a really good main event, hopefully. As for the X Division title match, okay. Okay, so we'll have Samoa Joe cut a promo saying it doesn't matter who he faces at Bound for Glory, he's walking away with the X Division Championship. And I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably like, what's going on with that? Samoa Joe's definitely not a cruiserweight. But as you also probably well know, Samoa Joe was in the X Division, and they were like, the X Division is not about weight limits, it's about no limits. So that's what I did with this, because Samoa Joe wasn't doing anything. So yeah, Kairi Sane versus Candice LeRae. I think that's a pretty good choice. I haven't looked at the bracket, so I don't know what would be a possible finals, so I'd have to do that before I made any guesses, and probably watch the first round. Samoa Joe promo. And yeah, just it doesn't matter who I face at Bound for Glory. Take a wrestler and try doing Destruction of Jimmy Havoc arc with them. I do not watch ICW regularly. I watch some matches from them, and I've seen like a video of the Destruction of Jimmy Havoc before, but I really don't know like the story behind that. We could do that with John Moxley once we call him back up. To be honest, like that'd be a cool thing. You guys would have to guide me through it, because I don't know the full story behind that, and I'm sure with, you know, something like 25% of my audience being from the UK, that's probably easier for you guys to do me. Oh, Progress? No? It might have been Progress, I don't know. I know that he's in ICW sometimes, and that ICW are pretty cool, but could have been Progress, I don't know. I don't really watch a whole lot of British wrestling just because I'm not from the United Kingdom, so it's kind of out there to me, but, you know, I try to get into it every once in a while. Are we going to hire Hogan? Probably not, maybe. Just like a serious maybe. because I don't know what I'd do with him because I already have Roddy as like the GM. And Roddy isn't like Roddy has never been like very active. He's like what Jim Cornette does now, at least as far as that goes. Like he comes in when there needs to be an authority figure, but he's never, ever since he took over, he's never been the focal point of any storylines, except for like the NWA versus TNA thing that I did. So I don't know. The Demon King or Debit. Oh, I'm ready for either one. There we go. Okay, we'll put that, actually, yeah, we'll put that there, put this after a Samoa Joe match, or William Regal. I could hire William Regal. I don't know when his contract is up, but we can check, I guess. Kurt Angle needs a better photo, so I need to put that on my to-do list. I have a lot of things on that list. What was I even oh yeah, Samoa Joe's gonna beat the shit out of someone. We'll go ahead and do Alex Shelley. I should probably make that match shorter, but I'll do that in a second. There you go. You have no Cesaro. Okay, so the reason for that is if you do actually if you go back and look at like the very beginning of the stream series, I did have Cesaro. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I had Cesaro at some point, and he had a tag team with someone. I really don't remember. But, yeah, I had Cesaro, and he was kind of a dick backstage, so that, you know, didn't help his case for being kept on. And he didn't want to be sent down to developmental, and he, you know, didn't want to, get any better, really, and that was, like, his cap. And I might bring him back in, because he wasn't, like, awful. He was only, like, a 40, and I was really trying to push him, and nothing came of it, because he just wasn't very good, and no one wanted to lose to him, obviously. So I kind of had to release him, and he was just being an asshole backstage. So that's the story behind no Claudio Castagnoli in TNA right now. He's probably been gone for a year. Never mind. I don't think he's been on the stream series. Okay, we gotta move this down. And go ahead and bring in a woman's match. Go ahead and make it a tag match. Jimmy Havoc in a nutshell. Jub, give him a shot, let him win. Attack GM, turn him into a psycho with psychotic promo packages. Imagine on drug turning into a sand glass cannon after winning the big belt. Oh, okay. You have so many enemies. That's very true. I have not made a lot of friends with this save. Okay, so Asuka. I don't even know if we have enough women for this. Asuka and wow, we do not have any faces really. I guess Asuka and someone else, Lufisto, I guess, versus Nora and ODB versus Beth Phoenix and Shaniqua. No, I'll put Daphne up there. There we go. It's a weird way to build. I don't know. I gotta go back and look. How long have we been streaming? Computer's kind of glitching out, so that's a bit of an issue. Okay, little over an hour. AJ Lee. I don't know if she's debuted, but I'll look after this. We have not gotten a lot done. There's been a lot of people in here and I've been trying to communicate, so you know it's not boring, but Nathalia. You trying to say Natalia? Okay, let's see what's going on with Asuka. Asuka defeated Beth Phoenix. And that's it. That's all that I put. Okay. Do I already have that set? I don't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and have these two women fight it out for a shot. We have a lot of triple threats. Beth Phoenix and Nora, or Asuka and Nora. Sorry. Oh, wait, no. Nora's the frickin' champion. Shit. Okay, so Beth Phoenix and Asuka are gonna go to a no contest. They're going to draw like a count out or double count out. And Roddy Piper before that will say, enemies are just friend who want to be really close to your baseball bat, and kneecap's kind of close. Ooh. Okay. AJ was around 2009-ish. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll bring her in 3 years then. Okay, so Roddy's really active on this show. Jesus. Roddy tells Asuka and Beth that whoever wins their match tonight will be the #1 contender. Okay. There we go. We'll go ahead and make him not scripted. Because, you know. Sorry, listen to too much Cornette stories of him involved in baseball bat or gold. That is very true. I listen to way too much Jim Cornette as well. The Pope? Don't have him. We had him for a while. He was part of the coalition storyline I did where Wade Barrett was the champion and Ryback and Pat Buck were tag team champions. They really took over for a couple months. Like, I think that was one of the better crafted storylines I did, but it was basically just a Nexus, by the way. Yeah, we had him, wasn't very good, and now he pops up on my hidden gems all the time, and I don't really understand it because he wasn't all that good, and he didn't really improve all that much. But who knows? And after the match, Roddy will just come out and say, something like, well, I guess we're just gonna have to have a triple threat then. Is Ryback any good, actually? He's alright. I'm trying to build him up a little bit. He gets like 50s, which isn't great for this. I mean, normally that's really good, but for this save, with how everyone else is doing, it's not all that great, so I can't really put him on, or put any titles on him. But he and Amazing Red have a program going. They kind of did a Sheamus and Cesaro thing. Actually, I just stole the storyline. It was a Sheamus and Cesaro like best of 7 series, and then like Ryback won, and they got a tag team title match. I mean, they lost, but it was a thing. And then they broke up pretty quickly, but yeah, who cares? Roddy breaks up the brawl to announce a triple threat at Bound for Glory. Also, Bound for Glory is a weird-ass name for, like, the main pay-per-view. In my opinion, at least. Like, it sounds like a really great name for a pay-per-view that's right before your main pay-per-view. Like, Fastlane. Except, it's way better than Fastlane. Is Bray out? What do you mean? As far as real life, I have no earthly idea. As far as this game, I don't think he's debuted yet. Actually, I know he hasn't. He has not debuted yet. Okay, so last week, Matt Morgan, do I have him? I don't think so. I think WWE have him. Not 100% sure on that one though, so you're gonna have to kind of hold my word. I'll go ahead and do CM Punk versus the Amazing Red. I kind of wish they did Finn what they did with Bray, letting him be creepy. WWE, see what happens. Well, hey, I have a proposition for you for all the people watching LAX. No, we don't have them. I think Homicide got signed to New Japan, and Conan got signed to either New Japan or CMLL. So they got stolen really early from me, and I never bothered getting them back. And Hernandez also got stolen quickly by WWE, I think. Okay, so here's a proposition. So the Straight Edge Society is a thing. It currently only has Matt Cross and CM Punk. This isn't really a thing anymore. Matt Cross and CM Punk. You going to get them? Probably not. Maybe. Matt Cross and CM Punk are the Straight Edge Society. And they currently don't really have anything else going on. But Ryback and the Amazing Red are doing a little thing. So I was thinking maybe to give Ryback something to do and to help that storyline out a little bit. I would kind of merge the two, and Ryback would join the Straight Edge Society. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. Luke Gallows, we have him. He's in developmental. Not very good, but we have him. We have both Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. We could make the Bullet Club if we really wanted to, and I was thinking about that, but I think I'll do that later. Because they're not really ready. They are not ready. And you know what? I was going to do CM Punk, but I'll go ahead and do Matt Cross and the Amazing Red. That's going to be a really good match. Amazing Red, go ahead and take... Oh no. Matt Cross is going to go ahead and take that win. Painted pinfall. I'd give it a shot, shave his head early. He has a weird photo right now. Okay, so Ryback comes out as Punk and Cross, hold Red down. It's looking like Shibata's going to retire. Oh, that's a shame. Forewarning, I have not been into wrestling for very long. I think I very first, actually started watching, except for whenever I was like 8, I was into it for like a month, but like I really started watching like I don't want to say like December or November of, wait, I have to do the math. Like, let's see, the WrestleMania where Roman Reigns beat Triple H was the first WrestleMania I ever watched live. So what year was that? I was 31, because I've seen 2 WrestleManias since then, right? 1 WrestleMania since then. I don't know. We'll figure out my wrestling fandom timeline in a future live stream, because right now I really kind of want to get this done. Ryback attacks and cuts a promo. Ryback joins the straight. Ryback joins the Straight Edge Society. What year was? Hold on. Gotta do something real quick. WrestleMania. Because now I'm not gonna be able to not think about this. Okay, so in like December or November of 2014 was when I first got into wrestling. So it'll be about like 2 years or 3 years in a little bit. I'm heading out. I have this thing to do. Chat with you next live stream. Thanks for hanging out. Unfortunately, you know, you won't be able to see the end. Sorry about that. It took a long time to book this one. But, you know, hopefully you'll tune back in afterwards so you can see the results. Thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Alright. Let's see. Ryback joins the Straight Edge Society. So Ryback, obviously. Amazing Red, obviously. CM Punk, and Matt Cross. Just on his menace and his entertainment, and we're good. Okay. Yeah. So, one more match, probably. I don't know if I want to do a 1v1, because, yeah, we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people left, guys. Ooh, Shinsuke needs a thing. Why? Who's Shinsuke facing? I completely forget about Shinsuke. It's awful. What's Shinsuke doing? I don't even, like, what's his... Huh. So he doesn't have a challenger for Bound for Glory then. Well, that needs to be fixed. We'll just have Shinsuke make an open challenge, and then we'll have someone debut to face him at Bound for Glory. We'll just have him keep doing it. So Shinsuke wins this one, decisive pinfall. And there we go. And we'll also probably have to have a little Shinsuke open challenge, obviously. Guess just selling, who cares? A quick little thing. Alright, and now we are ready to advance. Finally. Oh wow, Chase, he missed out, like, barely. That's unfortunate. We need to figure out who's going to debut, or return, or do something to come back. Or this surprise Alright, so probably the most important segment of the night. Jeff Hardy calls out Piper, says he wants a challenger. He's beaten everyone in the company. He wants someone new. He wants someone fresh. He wants someone who's going to challenge him. Piper tells him he already has. He doesn't even have to look. Out comes the world's greatest tag team. Jeff Hardy obviously laughs them off. He says, "These guys are my challengers." And then, as soon as he says that, Kurt Angle's music hits. The "You Suck" chants start, and Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy have an intense stare down in the ring before Jeff Hardy rolls out, goes to the back. Think about how, you know, he's going to have to be facing Kurt Angle in a week or two, I guess. And next match, I thought this was only going to get a 60, but it got a 69. I really underestimated Kenny Omega. AJ Styles defeated Kenny Omega in 10-25 by pinfall after with a Styles clash following interference from Tyler Black. In the ring, Chris Harris and James Storm have a contract signing for the upcoming match, the Loser Leaves TNA match, with Roddy Piper serving as a host. Chris Harris signs the contract first before handing it over to Storm, who then jots his name down, making the match official. However, after that, Chris Harris, while he's signing, I guess, Chris Harris grabs one of the foldable chairs, basically out from under Roddy Piper, and nails James Storm in the head with it. James Storm, I guess not in the head, in the back would probably be more realistic, and then they brawl, bunches of punches, all that good stuff. And we already created the pre-booking, so we're good. And Nakamura makes an open challenge. He says something like, and this time, you know, there's not a mouth guard in his mouth, so his English is actually alright, and he says, "I've beaten everyone who, or I've beaten the best of the best in Matt Sydal. We proved that with the tournament, so now there's nothing keeping me from making an open challenge every week," or something like that, just like, "I'm going to give an opportunity to someone to try and take this title off me because I truly believe that no one can." And that got a 69. And 73, very good. Shinsuke needs to be in the main event picture, but then again, we have so many people that need to be in the main event picture. Shinsuke makes defense number 4 of his TNA television title. 73 rating from that. Oh, we could have Sting come back and challenge him. That's what I'm gonna do. That's a good idea. I'm proud of myself on that one. So I need to write that down actually. Sting returns to accept Shinsuke's open challenge. There we go. It should be 2 L's. Alright. 73. Good. Very good. 76 rating on this angle. Piper says, now, if Nextwave beats Pac Gun tonight, the match at Bound for Glory will be turned into a triple threat, because obviously it was supposed to be Pac Gun versus, it was just supposed to be Pac Gun versus Team 3D, and then, you know, one of the best tag teams in the history of the company, Nextwave, returned, so they kind of had to scrap that, idea, as long as Nextwave can prove that they still got it. Wow, almost 6,000 people for this show. But Roddy tells Asuka and Ben that whoever wins their match will be the #1 contender. That's got a 66. And decent wrestling, not much heat. Beth Phoenix drew with Asuka in 10-28 when both competitors failed to beat a 10 count. Beth Phoenix did really good. Like, I think that's the best I think that is the best that Beth Phoenix has ever done. And Asuka didn't do too bad herself, 48. And this wasn't even eye candy. I'm really proud of that. That match was good. And then Roddy breaks up a brawl to announce a triple threat at BFG. So, lots of triple threats. Roddy Piper really enjoys triple threats, apparently. Now, see, I told you guys this was going to be a good match. Great wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Matt Cross defeated Amazing Red in 9:31 by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. 77 rating. Amazing Red got a 75, Matt Cross got a 78. These guys they are too good for their own good, because I feel so obliged to give them title reigns and to have them do so much, but I can't because there's so many other guys who are more over, I guess, or, you know, just better characters and they have more going for them. But these guys, they put on a clinic in the ring, like an absolute clinic. And Ryback comes out as Punk and Cross hold Red down. He obviously beats him while he's down and says something along the lines of, I didn't just leave you to walk by my own. That would have been dumb. We've seen what happens when I walk by my own in this company. I gotta admit, I'm not there yet in my career where I can be a viable singles threat to many people, but that's why I'm joining, or that's why I left you so I could join the Dreaded, something like that. I don't know. Hard for me to think of a promo on this situation because it's kind of a weird situation. Kind of just thought of it off the top of my head. So basically, Ryback adding insult to injury for Amazing Red and beating him down. His former partner joining the Dreaded Society. And Samoa Joe defeated Alex Shelley in 4:31 by pinfall with a muscle buster. Thank God he did not break his neck. And Samoa Joe got a 63, 51 rating, or 53 rating, 51 for Alex Shelley. And then a 62 where Samoa Joe says, it does not matter who I face bound for glory, the Demon King or Prince Devitt. I'm ready for either one. I'm ready to dominate either one. I am ready to win back my X Division Championship. So, not bad angle. And the final match of the show, not as good as I thought it would be. Not as good as the ratings would tell you it would be, but I guess it being 23 minutes long probably hurt it a little bit. Booking decisions, I guess, and inconsistency. Yeah, so it was probably just that it was too long. But Seidel got an 82, Wilson got a 79, Billy Gunn got an 81, Hack got an 80, and he is 20 years old. And, I mean, Billy Gunn's like 42, and he's still getting 81, so that's also very impressive. But a 72 rating to end off the show. For a, I'm guessing 70, oh, I was going to guess 73, but a 76 rating for this show. Kind of weird. I guess that Matt Cross vs. Amazing Red rating really helped us a lot. And probably the highly rated angles, like the 85, definitely helped. But, yeah, that's, I think that's a good way to end off the stream. I mean, we got something like, actually, we didn't get very far, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, we had a lot of people in here, and a lot of chat. Very lively stream. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Hopefully we're all good on that front. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, the booking, all that good stuff. I'm going to check a few things before I, officially end off the stream. And yeah, we'll get to it. I've realized that most of you have probably left, but I'm still going. For anyone who's watching this back, I'm still going to keep going over it. Matt Seidel really doesn't like Kenny Omega, apparently. Yeah. Okay, we'll see how MPW Crown and Glory. Okay, Pat Buck is still the heavyweight champion. Pitch Black and Williams. Pitch Black defeated. Who are Pitch Black? Apparently they're looking to expand. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Almost there at the National. But there was something I was supposed to be looking at for someone. But kind of totally forgot what it was. So this is where I'll go ahead and end off the live stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you are still here, you were a soldier. Had a pretty good, pretty long and good amount of viewers the entire time. So thank you all for that. If you are watching this back, thank you. Please check out my other videos, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully.